after 2 days at sea, sailing from Borneo on a £20 ferry. I finally arrived in Surabaya. It's been an interesting ferry. It's been an experience. And if you watch my previous video, you'll see exactly what this ship for 2 days has been like. Now at the moment there is no... Everybody seems to be just barging through. Oh. And obviously with my 2 backpacks, weighing so much. So now I arrived, I need to find a hotel. I've got nothing booked. Everything's off the cuff, mainly because I didn't know what time I was going to arrive. Oh, there's military. Right. And because I've had no Wi-Fi for the last 2 days, it's been impossible to work out what time we'll get here for. But we've actually arrived 2.5 hours earlier than what it was planned to be. So this was the scene about an hour ago. This was in the bunk, shared with about 100 people. And then as soon as we landed, or docked, there were so many porters just came running on. Now nobody has spoken English at all, apart from the odd word every now and again. The most popular one being American? No. Sorry. Just try and get through. So what are my plans? So for Surabaya, I have none. Nothing at all. I don't know how long I'm going to be here for. I know that it's been exhausting doing nothing for 2 days. So I might just chill out for a day or two, don't know. We'll see. Now there is a rough plan of where a hotel is. It's not too far away from the port area. At the moment all I'm doing is following these guys. In fact, the guys in front of us, they were the younger guys who just kept talking about me all the time, but in a nice way, I hope. And every now and again one of them would grab a guitar, start singing. And I admit it's been a really good, enjoyable experience. 3 meals a day, which was rice with some sort of meat. That was for breakfast and all meals. So these are the porters that came running on, basically looking for anyone to carry the bags to them. Oh, aircon. The one thing about that ship is there is no aircon, and in the bunks themselves It was so hot. It cooled down a little bit on the night time. So my plan is to walk to the hotel and hopefully they've got room.
Belengan. Malang, jember.
This is where you get all taxis. Okay, walking. Walking. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Walking. The other mistake I've made is when I came from the walk. Okay. No, you're okay. Thank you. For my offline maps, I forgot to download this part of the world. So every time I zoom in, it'll say download. Right, walking. I mean, they don't speak English, so they don't know what I'm saying when I say walking. So to try and find this hotel, which I'm hoping is 10-15 minute walk away, is all a guess. Now I could take a taxi and show them the name of the hotel. No, walking. But I'm trying to save money, and the amount of money I've spent over the last 2 days, I think I spent about £5. No, walking. Thank you. £5, and most of that was on coffee. So this is Surabaya. No, walking. How many times have I said that? So this is the port area. No, walking. Walking. One thing about the boat is it makes you so lethargic because there is nothing to do. Most people would just lay in their beds all day, all night. But I try to get up and about as much as I can. Different decks. I mean, it's the same view every time. But it always amused the family next to us because I'm guessing that what they said was, "Where are you going?" I would say, deck 6, deck 5. And they would have a little giggle. But for £20 travelling, 3 meals a day, if you like rice, if you like fish heads, then it's a perfect way to travel. And it's the best way to meet Indonesians that don't speak English. I think I'm the only one from the ship that's still walking. Everybody else has got buses and taxis. So I did take a screenshot of the hotel from booking.com's map, and this is it, and this is what I'm working on. So it looks like I'm just looking for a roundabout, which is hopefully just up here. But even now I'm getting stopped by people saying taxi. The fact I've walked this far should indicate that I don't really need a taxi. Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
Good? So what am I expecting? Surabaya. Ain't got a clue. I have not got an idea. I have done no research on this place at all. It shows I don't even know where the hotel is. I am planning on staying one night in the hotel and then moving into a hostel. The hotel is going to cost me £10 a night, and I just fancied a night on my own. And then the hostel, I think I read, was £4 a night, and that's when I'll work out how much longer I'm going to be here for. My Indonesian visa is for 30 days. So far I've used 5 days of it. Good. Which means I've got 25 days left, and I need to get to Jakarta to get another ferry over to Singapore, if there is one. I need to start doing more research. But I'm nowhere near any roundabout yet. And this just looks like ship businesses. Oh, well, might be getting lucky. Might be. The family that was next to me, and it was a father with daughters and grandsons. I asked for a photograph to be taken before I left, and this is it, all smiling, big family. But then that opened up the floodgates for them to have my photograph taken with them individually, which I felt a bit like a pop star. Now, having no Wi-Fi for 2 days, no data, it's been quite cleansing not to be on my phone 24/7. And I know that as soon as I get any Wi-Fi, my phone is going to explode. Now I think the roundabout hopefully is just at the end, just up there. More ship businesses all the way along. This must be a big port city. And the other thing I mentioned in the last video, which was a little concerning for me, was security, because my bags was next to me by my bed. I was just a teeny weeny little bit concerned about anything getting stolen. I shouldn't have worried. Everybody on the boat seemed decent people. Everyone that was around me were all decent people. So I've still got everything, even though every now and again I would sort of very quietly check to see if my camera was still there. God, this road goes on forever. I've now been walking for about half an hour, and I'm not too sure if I'm still in the port area. It's just one long road. And there is no sign of any roundabouts or roads leading off, apart from little ones. Oh, this bag, these bags, they're getting heavy, or should I just say heavier? Oh. And it's hot. This road is going on and on and on. I've asked a couple of people, showed them my map and just said how far to hotel. Oh, there's a supermarket. We're getting into normal land. The people I've asked obviously don't speak English. They've just looked at the map, looked at me, went, yes. A couple of Grab drivers, the taxi drivers, the bike taxi drivers I've asked, and they've just went, yes, I'll take you. No, how far? I'll take you. No, how far? And then they won't tell us. The little tinkers. But it still looks like we're getting into normal land away from the port. I mean, I can find a coffee shop that's got Wi-Fi. That would be the best. Oh, sweat. Now this looks promising. I am looking for a major road going to the left. The state of that. And that looks like the major road going to the left. So that's the official entrance to the port area, I guess. Wowzers. Now it's been an hour of walking. I will confess that I've had a little break. I sat down for 5 minutes because my shoulders were hurting. Right, I'm just going to have a quick look at my map. I'm now here at the hotel, the Red Doors. It's taken me nearly 2 hours. That's because I was reading the map wrong. Instead of thinking I was walking from the bottom upwards from the port, I was actually walking up downwards from the port. So yeah, I went further on what should have, but I'm now here. Now the stairs to climb, I asked him I wanted to have a 5-minute break, just give my shoulders a rest before I climb up the stairs. And then you can see what 175,000 reals gets me for a night. And I have my own room instead of sharing with 100 people. This is it. It's £8.50 a night. It's basic. I don't care. It's got everything I need, including a bed, but more importantly, aircon. Oh. Now I had planned. Oh, it's soft. I had planned to get here and just show you on the sights of the local area, forget first impression, but This is the port area, and you've seen it all, me walking up. It's not a lot. I think this is a place where lorry drivers come and stay the night before they get onto the boat. But I don't care, I'm here for one night. I'm going to get some really good sleep. It's now coming up to 11:45, 11:45. I'm shattered. That was a long walk. That's the longest walk I've done with the backpacks. 20 kilograms. But I'm here, and that's the main thing. I would say if you enjoyed it, press that like button. There's not much to like, but do it anyway. If you want to subscribe and see what this place is like tomorrow when I go out to a hostel, which is in the centre of the city, then press that subscribe and press that bell in the corner. But until next time, I'm going to massage my shoulders. Bye bye for now.